DNA. My name is Alice Cameron from Starticus, and I am joined by Becca and Les from Inclutech. Becca, I was just going to say, you're a stalwart of the tech scene in Northern Ireland. You've been around for quite a while, so obviously, tell us about the new venture itself.
Yeah, sure. So Inclutech was set up in August, just last year. We have been working in our startup, Tap SOS, for many years prior to this, and realised there's an opportunity to kind of broaden a bit what we do, and so Inclutech was born. So we feel like we're back in that startup zone.
Excellent. So when you say we, who is we? Who's the team? Les, obviously yourself as well.
Yeah, so basically I've been on the journey since the very beginning.
Yeah.
Helping Becca really through some of the early business stages, rediscovering this entrepreneurial space and finding it a really exciting place to be. Up to this point, up to last August, working a lot with contractors, great folks helping us get the journey to where it is. And now, very much, as of just the last month, having 4 new members of a staff,
Yay.
of a team, and it's brilliant, and it's very, very much like-minded people who are social impact focused, purpose-driven business, primarily to save people's lives.
Yeah.
Using the latest in technology to help existing systems, legacy systems, actually just do the job that bit better.
Well, okay, so between the two of you, give us your pitch. What is the business? Who is it for?
Yeah, sure. So Inclutech is a software company. We are building technology in the public safety space. It's very much about inclusive technology, which is the name. And we have 3 strands of the business at the minute, but very much looking at how vulnerable people in society are supported, primarily around communication and in that public safety space. So what happens when you're in an emergency, if you have maybe barriers or limitations, primarily in terms of communication. So if there are services that are voice-centric, how can we step in and support that digitally and make things a lot more smoother and more accessible for a wider range of people?
Because my brain is ticking, thinking obviously of all the potential here, obviously of you selling, and I'm guessing that you can sell both to a city mayor, for example, or you could sell to a utilities company, or you could sell to the public sector, or you could sell in a way to an individual organisation that you can outsource that service to. So you've got quite a lot of business development potential.
We do. The possibilities are quite endless, to be honest, but if you want to explain sort of the sectors that we're working in at the minute in a nutshell.
In a nutshell, oh my word. So you've touched on them, yeah, utilities and government are 2 of those things. We were very fortunate that we won the Home Office's Security and Policing Innovation Award last April. We're members of ADS, which was relatively new to us, but that has opened up a whole new world, literally. So we've had multiple countries approach us and say, we love what you do, can you come to us? And the honest answer in a startup world was no, we don't have the resource, and namely that was finance in order to build the team to be able to deliver that. We are now getting to that stage. So yeah, we're a pre-seed stage company, but moving in that swiftly. We won Tech Nation in March, which was fantastic.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Really, really brilliant. For us, it's important to be in that space, but not to dwell in that space. Yeah, it's genuinely, first and foremost, our heart is to save lives.
Yeah, brilliant. And from a business perspective, you mentioned obviously that you've been able to take on staff now, and I'm guessing that your seed round, you're not going to be going for a small seed round, there's going to be quite a big seed round, or am I just imagining that?
So at the minute we have been successful in securing 2 corporate contracts, which is allowing us to grow our team. We are in that early stage of now looking for investment.
Yeah.
We've decided to go for a smaller raise with angels to begin with, and then go out for a bigger raise later in the year. So we're currently working towards 300k.
Yeah.
And we have secured 120 of that already.
Excellent.
In the last 10 days.
In the last 10 days. So we're looking to get a bit more in June with a final close in September.
Excellent.
So it is an early door. Let's be honest, Alistair, you'll know this, right? And it's important for companies, startups to actually recognize this. Be prepared to change your thinking.
Yeah.
We've had to do it multiple times. What way is the wind blowing today? And you will get a lot of advice. And even what we might suggest at the minute is not the right thing for you. But be open to it. And it is only in this last month that I've seen, we need to change some of our thinking in order to actually achieve what we wanted to achieve, maybe in a slightly slower paced way, but we're going to get there.
Yeah.
And actually importantly now, because Innovate UK have been brilliant with us,
Yeah.
and put us in contact with another great organisation of people. They get what we do in this social impact space. They're bringing us in front of the people who now see the need for this, and that's what is energising it. But also importantly, they've also said, go at it slower.
Yeah.
Deliver those milestones. You are delivering them, but actually just do it and show it. That's going to earn the confidence, the trust, and then that's also going to help build your team. And that's what, so that's a great piece of advice at the minute for us.
Yeah, totally. And going back to the corporate piece as well, I'm guessing like utilities, that must be a massive growth area for you guys as well, because obviously if you've got 10,000 employees and you're not looking after their safety, and especially if they work on site or something like that, then so there must be quite a sweet spot, I'm guessing.
Yeah, so public safety just expands across everything. Our first core product was really looking at 999 specifically, and the public and how do people interact with 999. What we're currently working on at the minute is in the utilities space. So, quite often we're not really aware of these until it happens to us, but in a gas emergency, for example, there is a number that you can call, but again, voice-centric. So what happens if you want to use another option? There's only one at the moment, but soon there'll be an alternative. And you just touch on as well, again, that's looking at citizens, but what about the workforce? So we are also very mindful of creating tools that, support lone workers, similar technology, but again, looking at it from a different angle, not just the public, but what about the workforce? How are companies protecting and safeguarding their employees if they're out and about working alone or in risky situations?
Yeah. I think we'd all agree, we no longer live in a voice-centric world. I'm ex-BT a long time ago, and I was a champion of that, because at that point in time, it was the way to do it. I don't want us to become another behemoth. I just want to be another tool in a tool chest, because we live in that age where technology should be delivering what it can be delivering, and we need to encourage the pace of that change, but very much in a diligent way. It took us 4 years of accreditation to get TAP SOS across the line. So if for any company who's going to go into that space, recognize it's going to take a period of time. You will not just be brought into it because you've got this amazing idea, and I welcome that, but recognize it's going to go through that process, rightly so, but do go for it, and be another important piece of that puzzle to make that good change.
Yeah, perfect. And tell us about your experience at Digital DNA, like obviously how are you getting on today?
Yeah, it's great. You might be able to hear in the background the buzz. We are on the startup zone and being able to talk to people who are potentially entering the tech sector, new as graduates, and exploring kind of what opportunities they have as a career path. You've got the more mature companies as well around us that you can look and aspire to be. And there's just a lot of really enthusiastic and positive conversations happening.
No, great. And I've really noticed that there's a lot of students here today as well, which to me
is
just great.
It is. I'm delighted for that. Sorry, Becca, because don't mind saying, this one got me back into university, so I'm finishing a master's at the minute in marketing deliberately, and the reason for that is sometimes people think you're talking fluff. It's good to put research and academia beneath your fluff to prove your fluff isn't fluff.
It's a lot of fluff.
That's a lot of fluff. But let's be honest, if you're listening to this, you probably are familiar with fluff. And people want proof. So I'm delighted to see Queen's and Ulster, here today, because if we can do something to play our part to say, people, this is an exciting space to be in, and particularly when we're looking at ESG, and you're looking at all these different spheres that the world need to be dealing with now, then this is a space to be heavily involved with.
And can I also add one other observation? So yes, the room's buzzing, but usually, because I've been in this tech space for the last 7 years, I go to the female toilets and there's never a queue. I've had to queue and wait for the toilets today, which is brilliant to see because there are more females in this space, and it really does seem like a more balance, which is exciting because
totally balanced.
The conversations that I've seen in the stages already is just all about how can we drive more females into STEM, into kind of the tech sector, and it seems to be a really encouraging space that people are coming to, so it's great to see.
I just want to end with obviously the fact that you mentioned your business is about saving people's lives, and how much does that drive you guys, like, in what you're doing?
That is our motivator. It really was kind of the why we started, and it's something that keeps us going those dark days and hard days of the startup journey, where you're on a high and all of a sudden an email comes through or a no happens and there's a rejection, and you're like,
Yeah.
why are we doing this? And to be that kind of source of motivation that's why.
Excellent, excellent. Well, I can't wait to see where the business goes over the next 12, 18 months. Hopefully look forward to you being back on stage and talking about your journey, obviously to inspire the next startups that are coming through as well. So thanks for your time today. I'm going to use my stress ball now. I've got an hour break and I'm going to get some lunch. This is my stress ball from Raise Ventures, one of the sponsors in the space as well. So thanks to the sponsors. Shout out to Raise Ventures for all they do as well. So guys, we'll see you soon, and congratulations
Thank
on
you
everything
very
you're doing.
much.
Thank you very
Cheers.
much.
Thank you.